close head coach Mike Bianco and players discuss the expectations of the team heading into the 2019 baseball season. Mackenzie Salmon, Clarion Ledger. Welcome to Starting 9, the Clarion Ledger's weekly look at where Ole Miss baseball stands throughout the 2019 season. Every Monday, we'll touch on the 9 biggest topics surrounding the Rebels as the team tries to make a push for Omaha. To read last week's edition, click here. Opening weekend didn't go exactly according to plan for Ole Miss baseball. Between a rainout, a blister and 4 horrible, no-good innings, it's hard to feel the excitement baseball brings. But the good news is Ole Miss still seems to be pretty good in all the areas we thought they would. The power is there, the middle of the lineup bats seem to be awake enough for the early going, and the defense has been really clean other than 2 bad innings. Pessimism is hard to avoid in the early season, especially when rain keeps you off the field and leaves you with a sour taste you otherwise could have erased. But it's early. Let's take a look at this week's 9 biggest Ole Miss baseball storylines. Ole Miss Friday night starting pitcher Will Etheridge looked good. As good as anticipated, even. He threw 5.2 shutout innings with 5 strikeouts on the way to a 10-1 Ole Miss win. All the pressure is going to be on Etheridge to be the guy this year, and it looks like he has the stuff to do it. Of course, he also has a blister on a finger on his throwing hand, which is a bit of a bummer. Etheridge came out Friday after throwing 82 pitches because the blister was forming and starting to inhibit his ability to throw. That's what happens when a wet hand and a wet ball rub against one another around 100 times if you count warm-up throws. Will the blister keep Etheridge off the mound this weekend versus Tulane? Probably not. But there's a chance, and that chance could possibly derail a promising season. Blisters don't heal like bones or ligaments. They linger. It's something that'll need to heal. But if Etheridge can throw through it like he did on Friday, chances are he'll be fine. Point 2. What about the other guy? Junior college transfer Zach Phillips started for Ole Miss on Saturday. It didn't go well. He allowed 5 runs, 4 earned, on 6 hits in 2.2 innings. He fell victim to hard luck in the first inning when Ole Miss made 2 errors and back-to-back replay reviews knocked him out of rhythm. More, Ole Miss baseball can't overcome slow start, loses versus Wright State, but he also only threw strikes on 61% of his pitches. Etheridge, by comparison, threw 72% strikes. The third inning was rough on Phillips, and he'll need to tighten up his location. Still, don't take this as a condemnation on Phillips' future in the weekend rotation. He'll get more chances over the next few weeks, and deserves them. One bad start does not a season make. Give the guy some starts to build goodwill. Let him find his rhythm. If he's still struggling in March, that's when some conversations might need to happen. Point 3. What got into Cooper Johnson? Junior catcher Cooper Johnson entered 2019 as a lifetime .222 hitter at Ole Miss. So, naturally, Johnson opened 2019 with a 4-for-7 performance with a home run, a walk and 3 RBI in his first 2 games. Johnson, of course, is no stranger to hot starts. He went 2 for 4 on opening day 2018 and is now 7 for 20.350 in his career on opening weekend. But Johnson is preaching a new approach this season. If this approach pays off, this might be the year Johnson breaks out and gives the Rebels a full season of production behind and at the plate. Point 4. Have any bullpen names emerged? 2 of the starts of this weekend for Ole Miss had to have been relief pitchers Austin Miller and Max Cioffi. The pair combined to turn in 7 innings of 1-run baseball across Friday and Saturday, both setting career highs in innings pitched in the process. More, Ole Miss pitcher, Jackson native Parker Karachi isn't feeling pressure of All-America expectations. Miller and Cioffi seem like prime candidates to emerge as long relievers for Ole Miss bullpen this season. Throw in a solid debut from freshman Caleb Hill and there's room for a little excitement for the Ole Miss bullpen, even without seeing what Houston Roth and Parker Karachi pitch this weekend. Point 5. A bit of a bummer, freshman pitchers Gunnar Hoagland and Doug Nikhazy weren't able to make their debuts this weekend. Hoagland, the first-round pick of the Pittsburgh Pirates last summer, would have started on Sunday had the game been played. And Nikhazy likely would have been a candidate to come out of the bullpen. But neither got a chance. So they'll have to wait another week to make their college debuts. And Ole Miss fans will have to wait another year for a chance to see a true freshman start at pitcher on opening weekend, a feat that has only happened once in Coach Mike Bianco's 19 years at Ole Miss. 6. Stuck in the middle. Neither shortstop Gray Kessinger nor second baseman Anthony Servideo recorded a hit over the weekend, combining to bat 0 for 9, with 2 walks. It's obvious that Bianco is going to let his infielders hit through some bad days. Had Sunday's game been played, Kessinger and Servideo would have been the first 2 names on Ole Miss lineup card. Getting those guys going at the top or bottom of the order will be huge for Ole Miss. Solo home runs are great. But you know what are better? Home runs with men on base. Speaking of home runs, .7. Ole Miss Baseball Dinger of the Week. We'll see ya ball's laptop computer. https://t.co/3c5l2pic.twitter.com/c4ejuvhnr. Ole Miss Baseball at Ole Miss BSB, February 16, 2019. The Rebels hit 4 home runs this weekend, so there are plenty of nominees. But how can we not include this absolute beauty off the bat of Thomas Dillard? Try to find the ball. You can't. It's an absolute blur of motion. And the beer showers are a bit of a distraction too. Another segue. 8. Let's talk about beer showers. Mississippi State Twitter has been in a bit of a frenzy this weekend about beer showers surfacing at the new Dudy Noble. Heck, even MSU Athletic Director John Cohen chimed in about how beer showers are decidedly un-Mississippi State. Wes is right. Not who we are. Not part of our DNA. If you don't want to throw beer, don't do it. If you want to throw beer, throw beer. It doesn't affect my life one way or the other. But let's make one thing clear, sports are supposed to be about joy. Sure, there's agony, but agony is the flip side of joy. We watch sports, and we love sports, because at their best they bring us the joy that the doldrums of everyday life can. I guess the point I'm making is this: if you think it's fun to throw beer in the air exultation after a home run, you should do it. Joy is fleeting. It only happens so often. Experience it. Don't let rivalry or tradition prevent you from feeling your feelings. This same principle goes for doing the wave or singing along to corny walk-up songs or smiling on this smile cam, or any other tacky ballpark tradition there is. When happiness is present, feel it. Especially when you're at a baseball game. And don't let other people's negativity seep away your positivity. Optimism, for lack of a better word, is good. 9. What's next? Ole Miss returns to action on Tuesday when it hosts Arkansas State. Hopefully. As I write this, there's a 100% chance of rain listed for Tuesday, and there's been talk of flooding. So there might not be a game. Anything can happen and weather can always change, but it's not looking good. Beyond Tuesday, Ole Miss travels to New Orleans next weekend for a 3-game series versus Tulane. Contact Nick Suss at 601-408-2674 or nsuss@gannett.com. Follow at Nick Suss on Twitter.